In today's video, if you have some amount of leads and they're not converting nearly as fast enough as you'd like for them to convert, stick around for the next 5 minutes while I break it down for you. So, story time. Earlier today, I was on a call with a client of mine. She just got 100 leads from one piece of content that she did. And she said, yeah, I have the leads, but I'm having DMs that look like, well, how much does it cost to work with you? Can I learn more about the program? And each time she tells them, hey, let's get on a call for me to see if, you're a good fit and if it makes sense for me to help solve your problem. They're like, no, first tell me the price. First tell me this, first tell me that. And so what that invariably ends up looking like for her and for many of you is this weird back and forth game of tennis that you're playing with someone who kind of likes you, but isn't quite sold on either you as the person to help them achieve the transformation or your mechanism as the desired route or the outcome itself, meaning whether they think that they're going to have the outcome or not. Now, what contemporary knowledge teaches you is to try and get someone on a call by hook or by crook, by any means necessary. So then on the call, you can go through the whole thing, you can blow their mind, you can do all that stuff. It'll improve your chances of converting. Will it? Absolutely, yes, it will. But what will hurt your chances of converting is trying to get the person to get on a call with you no matter what. I'm going to share with you a DM script or a DM sequence that really helps speed this up, but you need to have a little bit of guts, balls to pull this off or to do this, because it really depends on how strongly you feel about yourself and your offer to be able to do this. So for a moment, if we were to disregard the mentality and the philosophy and the learnings that you have to blow someone else's mind to get them to buy from you, and instead go with the philosophy that you've already blown someone else's mind, which is why they've raised their hand or they're in your DMs or they're talking to you and they want to learn more about your thing. And so it is no longer incumbent upon you to do anything except facilitate the discussion. So all you need to do is not put your foot in your mouth and just to facilitate the process. And so here's what it looks like. And this is the advice I gave her. I said, look, if you have a bunch of people in your DMs who are refusing to get on calls with you and are insisting on finding out either the price or more details of the program or so on and so forth, what you want to do is what is an A-B split. And I use A-B in DMs quite a lot. So what an A-B looks like is you take the frame back, because when someone starts insisting on, no, first tell me this, they've hijacked the frame. And so think about the frame of the DMs. It's your house, they're in your house, they're in your conversation, they're asking about your product. And so they've come to you, meaning they're somewhat impressed with you, not quite completely 100% sold, but kind of sort of impressed with you. So you don't need to sort of feed into their frame and over accommodate things and bend over backwards to appease them and offer. No, you don't need to do any of that. What you need to do instead, and what I recommended she do, is after she's told someone twice to get on a call, because, I'm pretty particular, my clients are relatively particular about who works with them. So we qualify who the person is before we let them in. We don't just let anyone and everyone with a heartbeat and a credit card into our programs. And so I told her, tell them, look, it's entirely up to you. We can either get on a call so I can understand if I can help you, and if I can help you, whether we're a good fit to work together, in which case it makes sense to share the price with you. Or if you're so hung up on the price, then perhaps we're not the right people to work with together anyway. The DM script, you give them a choice. People love choices, and it should always be two. Either you give in to the fact or the compulsion that price is important for you, in which case it doesn't make sense for us to work together anyway. And that's what I told her. I said, look, if someone is overly obsessive about the price, you really want to think about whether you want to sign them on as a client, because they're going to be price sensitive to everything. Meaning they're going to attract people who are price sensitive to them. Everything's going to hover around price, not about value, not about transformation, not about information, not about any of the other things which are important for you. So this is food for thought for you on whether you want to work with this person or not. So you spell it out to them. I love calling the elephant out in the room. And that's what you do. You say, look, you have a choice. Either get on a call with me if it's really that important, what you'd like to achieve, and I can tell you if I can help you. And then it makes sense to talk about the price. If you're super hung up on the price, it makes no sense for me to share the price, because I don't know if we're going to be working together anyway. So all the best, much love, but I don't think it makes sense. Now, are you losing a lead? No, you're qualifying a lead. And so what I look at now is not qualified versus unqualified. I now look at people in terms of where in the buyer's journey are they. So if they're in your sphere, they're into your stuff, they want to know your price before they get on a call with you, they're not quite there yet, but they're pretty warmed up. So all you need to do is not, let's say, offer the price to them, because not because you want to hide the price, because that's weird. You don't want to offer the price to them because you don't know about them, and let content do its job. That is attraction marketing 101. Eventually you become so attractive that they can't help but want to book in with you because they feel like they know you. That's the point of good quality content. What I do now, because to a large extent I've been closing people in the DMs, I just share with them the price. I'm like, look, it takes as little as $197 to get started, and then I move on to the next thing, because for me, price really isn't the main thing. It's like, how relevant are they? Can I get them the result? Are they going to be a case study? So on and so forth. But it'll blow your mind that the moment you offer a choice, people will shape up very quickly. Like, people will fall in line. People will realize what's important for them. Many times, more often than not, we as coaches have to bring to surface, or we have to make conscious what is subconscious in people, which is spelling things out. Like, hey, let me be sure I understand you. You're saying that price is more important for you than the transformation. Do I understand correctly? And then they'll correct you. They'll be like, no. I mean, price is important, but like the other thing is, and then you can have a halfway decent conversation instead of playing ping pong back and forth, or tennis back and forth in the DMs. Let me know how this works out for you. Let me know what your biggest concern about conversion is, because in my program, we focus a lot on conversion. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.